Dennis, you are just everywhere now, and the latest is Lamar Odom is doing better. And then on your end, the two ladies who were with him that night for the $75,000 4- or 5-day romp apparently and allegedly were doing cocaine, and they've banished. They've gone away, but you don't want them back at the brothel, from what I've read. And then the other thing is, and let's deal with one at a time. But the other thing is, you're also now going after the Kardashians for that $75,000 bill. So where are the ladies?
Well, the ladies, I'm in touch with the ladies, and they weren't doing cocaine with him. What they told the police was that they could hear him snorting something in the bathroom, which irritates me because he promised he wouldn't bring any drugs. But as far as them doing stuff with them, I don't think there's anything like that happening.
Oh, because I thought, and I'm going to pull it up on TMZ, I could have sworn I read that on TMZ.
I love TMZ and I love the Daily Mail, but sometimes they get it just a little off. But from what I understand, Lamar was told don't bring any drugs. We were monitoring him. He was sleeping every night, getting the best night's sleep he ever had. So that tells me he wasn't doing any drugs.
Or too many.
Well, Dr. Drew said he could have been doing sleeping pills.
Yeah.
But the other thing was he was eating. Every time we turned around, the driver was going to get more buckets of Kentucky Fried Chicken. And so, the cokeheads I knew from the 80s, they didn't eat anything.
Yeah. That good old Coke would have just made you skinny.
The other thing about it is Coke is not good for them. So, the girls, they don't want guys doing Coke because they can't perform in the bed, and that's what they're getting paid for, is having a good time with the girls.
Yeah, listen, I know it's not like I know much about the drug cocaine, but I wanted to ask you, because I'm reading TMZ here, and my last name's Shapiro, so I'd be remiss if I didn't bring this up. But it says here, quote, the brothel's owner, Dennis Hoff, which is you, tells TMZ that he put Monroe and Cherry on an indefinite suspension after TMZ broke the story about their statement to police that Odom was snorting something, possibly cocaine, in the bathroom while they partied with him. Did you actually suspend these ladies?
Oh, absolutely. And the other thing we did is we held back the money, because I want these girls available to talk to the police, talk to the district attorney, answer questions for Lamar's family or me. And it's the golden rule. He who has the gold makes the fucking rules.
Hey, Taylor, what kind of rules have you been restricted to, or maybe not restricted at all to?
Oh, I love to be restricted, but I generally am the one who makes the rules.
Taylor's wearing a police officer's outfit. What's your Twitter? We're going to put pictures up on it.
We're at Todd Shapiro Show, at I Am Toddy Tickles, and I see Taylor Lee at Bunny Taylor Lee. That's TaylorLee at the Moonlight Bunny Ranch. And my goodness, them some guns on you, Taylor. So Dennis.
Actually, you can look her up also on www.reallyhotpussy.com.
Oh, come on.
Oh my gosh! You know how many people are going to go on there now?
I'm not even laughing.
Everybody should look at Taylor's pictures. We just shot her for Penthouse.
Dennis, I'm not even laughing at the realnicepussy.com part. I'm still laughing at the www part. Hey, dude. So
when are you going to be in Penthouse?
January 2016, and I'm going to be in Hustler. In the April issue.
Yeah, and I'm banging her, so how about that, guys?
And Dennis will be inside of her later on tonight. That's wonderful.
Actually, right after the radio show.
Actually, right during this interview. Hey, wow. Dennis, now, did Lamar Odom pay that $75,000 bill?
He did. He paid it on a credit card, but I got a call from Boulevard Management, which is his management company, asking questions. Could I have copies of the receipts, this and that? And I said, well, Lamar's got all that stuff. You've got his possessions, because I released it to someone you told me to, a guy named George Rivas. What was that for, and how does this work? And so I just sensed that maybe they were looking for a way of not paying their bill. This $75,000. This was Lamar's idea. Even though he's getting sued for not paying his child support, he's the one that wanted to pay this. In other words, it's Taylor's job to get you to stay as long as you can, as many days as possible, and spend as much money as she can get you to spend. It's your job to get what you want at a reasonable price. There was no negotiation. He told him $75,000, 5 days, 2 girls, anything goes. And they weren't about to say, well, Lamar, could you just give us 50? No, they're going to take the money.
Yeah, of course they're going to take the money, man. I mean, if he offers it, that's there goes all your leverage, right? It's any negotiation.
Exactly. So we're holding the money back. But what I'm saying is, when they came across with this nonsense, asking me these questions, I just threw the shot across the bow. Chloe, pay for your man's trip to the Love Ranch brothel. Pay for it. Don't jerk me around, because if you do, I'm going to sue you and Lamar. You're still married. She's as responsible for this debt as he is. So don't mess around and try to cancel your credit card and be an asshole.
Yeah, and wow, and one of the things, Dennis, that we were discussing last time you were on the program, where actually Radar Online picked up our story because of the Lamar's interest in a transgendered prostitute at the Love Ranch. But I was going to say, when it came to him now doing better, did it surprise you with the Kardashians coming back into his life? Does that surprise you? Or did you think they were just maybe there to hold? And God, I would never wish this on anybody, to die early at a young age. I would never, especially a superstar like Lamar Odom. But did you feel like they had some ulterior motives there?
Absolutely. When they showed up, the reports are they showed up with cameras. Then they were told they can't do that. Then they came up with GoPros and iPhones. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting, and I hate these. What are these people known for? Kim Kardashian took a page out of the Paris Hilton playbook and ramped it up by having sex with a rapper. What the hell? Kris Jenner is known because her best friend got murdered by O.J. Simpson, and her ex-husband got O.J. off on it. Are they known for anything besides that? No.
Yeah, and the most powerful family in the world. One of the things Jay Brody, my co-host, who Dennis, brought up during that whole time too, is that when they released that original PR statement, basically saying, "Hey guys, lay off the family right now. We're not going to be updating anything, our social media handles or our apps that we own." And it just seemed like such a plug at that point, a senseless plug. I didn't even know they owned fucking apps.
I don't want to know. Look at Howard. You know what, Todd? I like you. You're a great guy.
Thanks,
okay?
man.
I'm so thankful that you're not part of the Big Butt clan. Look at their men. Look what's happened. Nobody's ever heard of Ray J after he banged Kim's big butt. You got Reggie Bush. You ever heard about him anymore? No. Bruce Jenner's wearing a dress. Kanye, who knows what the hell he's into. Then you got the kid that robbed, that gained 100 and whatever pounds. They're all a disaster. It's the Kardashian curse. Touch that big ass and your life goes to hell.
Jeez. I still would, though, Dennis. I still would.
Oh, you take the chance. You take the chance.
I would, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I would. Listen, I agree with you 100%.
Jay's already going to hell, though, so it doesn't matter.
All right, here's the deal. Require her. First of all, tell her if you're going to party with Chloe. But I wouldn't even hire Chloe until she knocked 30 off her big butt, okay? But if I did, I would make you her first customer, but I would require you not only to wear a condom, but a helmet, and just to make sure that she doesn't harm you because you're a nice guy.
Well, that's very sweet of you, Dennis.
Nice.
Now, Dennis, with Lamar Odom recovering, which really out of all of this, man, is the best news. And I hope you get paid your bill. And I hope he, if he did have a drug habit and was doing drugs there, I hope he gets rid of it all and gets keeps his nose clean, so to speak. I hope, it's a strange way to get your ex-wife back by going to a brothel for $75,000 and having sex with two beautiful women and doing blow in a bathroom if that's what he did. All of it's kind of peculiar, but if he does in fact have a full recovery, would he be welcome back?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, look at he's obviously got a problem. I just wish he would have hooked up with Taylor Lee because he wouldn't have been doing. She is a drug, and she's very addictive.
I'm addictive.
And so, yeah, absolutely, he's welcome back. You just can't do drugs in my place. It just doesn't work at all.
Never.
Have sex, make love, don't do drugs.
Yeah, man, it's It's a sweet message.
It's beautiful, man. That's so nice.
You're speaking poetry. I didn't realize. Dennis Hoff, man. Listen, dude. Let's wish the best for Lamar, and let's let you get paid your bill, and hopefully those Kardashians just stay clear of ruining more men's lives. There's been a ton of articles about it, including Piers Morgan, who wrote one about how Lamar couldn't keep up with the Kardashians. So I think we understand your message too, because that's what people are saying. They're just, and I don't know them, and clearly, they're very powerful. It's a very powerful family at this point, but for them to I just don't know when this stop for fame ever happens. Like, isn't it at some point enough? And that's sort of my opinion. In my opinion, it's like they'll do anything, and I wouldn't be shocked and I wouldn't be surprised if those GoPro cams, like you said, might have been in the hospital. We see this on a Kardashians episode one day too, that Lamar's sort of recovery, because maybe that's good for ratings or something. And I really hope that's not the case, but I feel like that might happen.
Yeah, well, I'll bet you. I'll absolutely bet you that's what's going to happen, and that's why else would they move him to L.A. Pay $120,000 to put him in a chopper, so they could film it all. Maybe did they make a deal with Cedars-Sinai? We'll bring you a lot of recognition with Lamar here. Just allow us to film. I don't know. I just don't know. But I know that I just don't want you to bang these chicks. Please, Todd, promise me.
No, dude, I don't think they'd want to bang me. B, I'm married and I love her to death. And C, you know what? If I wasn't, I might be like Jay and go to hell too. I don't know.
one last thing. I broke up with that Chrissy Summers, Christina Scott. Think about this one.
Yeah.
I broke up with her. She hates me. I don't like her. Okay. How would it be if I was married to her and she still had power of my medical decisions like Khloe Kardashian? Oh, Dennis has got a cold. Pull the plug. He wouldn't want to go out like this. Pull the plug.
Well, then she would inherit all your money too, right? As being, or at least half of it.
But doesn't it seem strange that Khloe Kardashian, who hasn't been with him 2 years, has medical control over this guy?
Well, I'm not accusing anyone of anything or anything like that. But if someone, he was apparently on death's door by all reports. Now, if you get a divorce at that point, then you're not entitled to anything. Whereas if you don't and you're still a legal spouse, the law is you get half.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, when it comes down to it, Dennis, benefiting and exploiting any sort of illness, any potential addiction for your own personal wealth and gain, if that is the case, it is disgusting. And at some point, you can't help but think if that is what's happening in the Kardashian clan, I'd like to believe, I really would, and at times I like to get very real, that karma will catch up to them. I really do. And I don't know how fulfilling a life like this could be anyway.
Look, I know you real well, Todd. You and I have never talked about Lamar. We don't talk about celebrities that come there. But when you're thrust into this media cesspool, 5 minutes, they're driving down the road in the ambulance, and guess who's calling me? TMZ. And I'm not lying to them. I know Harvey before TMZ. I tell the media exactly the truth at all times, and that's what they expect from me. And there was no way I was going to go out there and say, "Oh, Lamar's not here." That everybody knew it at that point. And so people say, "Well, Dennis shouldn't talk about Lamar." Well, Lamar shouldn't have outed himself by ODing in my place.
Yeah, hey, listen, dude, I read some articles where it's like, how dare Dennis Hoff exploit Lamar Odom for coming in there? And I totally hear what you're saying, where it's, you're forced to talk about this stuff because he OD'd there and everyone's coming anyway. And if you avoid it, then it looks like you're having something to hide at that point with drugs. And, are you worried about what you disclose there? No, we still don't know if Gary Busey goes there. I have no idea. We don't know if, if a former president I have no clue. I can tell you this. You dealt with the situation. You dealt with it, obviously, where you're not afraid of it, you're not afraid of lawsuits, and you're not afraid of what the truth is, because if you speak the truth in life, then you usually end up winning, and at the end of the day, that's what's important, man. Not winning, but speaking the truth and doing it right. So, Dennis Hoff, thank you very much for your time. People can question your business all they want, like I say, but don't question the man behind it. Dennis, thanks for your time.
Thank you very much, and if you and your wife want to come visit me.
I love couples.
Okay, thanks, Taylor Lee.
I'm female friendly.
Okay, cheers. Maybe you can teach me a few things. Okay, see you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us on the Todd Shapiro Show here on Canada Laughs Ch.168 on SiriusXM.
Hey, what's up? I'm Roddy. Subscribe to our channel. You're going to love it. For the rest of this episode, You got to check out our podcast online on the website. Go check it out. You won't be disappointed.